Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's edition of FranCoach's Franchising 101 podcast. I am Tim Parmeter, founder and CEO of FranCoach and your podcast host. Today, we are going to talk about this fun little word that is called experience. What does it mean? How much does it matter, if any? What our corporate experience is, how much of it we have, how does that play into becoming a franchise owner? How significant, how insignificant? Which way are we going to go with that? But first, as always, a quick reminder of who we are. FranCoach is a national search firm dedicated to working with individuals like yourself who are interested in owning a franchise. We are partnered with well over 600 of the top franchisors in the country, spanning nearly 70 industries. And our goal is to help people find the absolute best franchise to own. And the goal of the Franchising 101 podcast series is to just properly educate people on franchise ownership. Also, see how many times I can step on myself as I'm saying that for the 159th time. Goodness. All right. So let's talk about experience. And it is one thing that we've talked about throughout, I think, the episodes. We've got a couple specific, and it kind of gets weaved in as we have our franchisor guests on, certainly as we have our clients on and they start talking about, hey, this is what I used to do. This is what my franchise is. And those two things don't look together anywhere near one another, right? So let's go back to that from number one. In the corporate world, industry is everything. If you are trying to get a job and you've been a vice president of sales for, manufacturing, and like, I'm tired of manufacturing, I want to go over here to whatever, automotive, pharmaceutical, blah, 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 whatever. You are going to have a miserable time making that transition, even though you've got 20 years of the most amazing vice president of sales experience over here in this industry. Now we're going over here. You're going to get some little HR person going, but I'm sorry, Tim, you don't have any experience in our industry. And you're going to have to resist the urge to reach across the table at them, right? You're like, look at all of my actual skills. I'm a pretty smart dude. I can learn the intricacies of this new industry. It's not rocket science. Even if it is, I'm not the rocket scientist. I'm helping people sell it, right? Incredibly frustrating. With franchise ownership, if nothing else, sometimes people that are a little burnt out of the corporate world, tired of that rat race, tired of what it's like to get another job, going through our process is borderline refreshing for people because they're going to talk to franchise owners that don't give a damn about your experience, your industry, right? And I don't mean that to sound harsh. They care about you. They truly do. They're just not sitting there looking at your resume, bullet points, wondering how much of this is fiction, how much of this is science fiction, and is any of this true, right? Because I don't care that you were, 150% year over year, but we don't care. That's what you've done, because the franchisor, is not looking for you to be the doer. So the thing I always say to people, and kind of say it as joking, half joke, half serious, is you could be the biggest slob on the planet and own a cleaning franchise. They're not looking for you to be a cleaner. They don't care that you are a humongous slob. Yes, we will all make fun of you for being a big slob. Yes, we'll talk about you when you're on an episode of Hoarders, okay? But we don't need you to be, which Odd Couple person was it? Felix Unger. Man, that's a dated reference. So everybody under 50, Google that crap, right? We don't need you to be the cleanest, tidiest person ever to own a cleaning franchise. You don't have to make French fries all day if you own McDonald's. You can own a gym and never go in to work out there, right? You are the owner 95 times out of 100 with franchisors. You are not the doer. So that industry experience does not matter. And so many times we will get people that will come in and they've just been beaten to death in the corporate world for 20 plus years. I've always been in this industry, therefore I need a franchise in that industry. And I'm telling you, rarely, in 9 years of doing this, has somebody started out the conversation and our journey together This is what I've done. This is what I must do. And then it actually ended up that way, right? Because there's a certain level of it's almost like a weight comes off your shoulder when you start looking at franchising and going, oh, we're really focused on me. And what am I good at? What's my skill set, core values? I'm a smart dude. I can learn the intricacies of making a French fry, right? Especially when I don't have to do it all day long. So it brings into play all these other things, and it becomes just this really like a weight off of your shoulders with this. Hey everyone, I am proud to spotlight one of our premier franchise partners this month, and that is Senior Helpers. With Senior Helpers, as a franchise owner, you can truly have it all. You'll be able to discover your purpose and make your calling a career as a Senior Helpers franchise owner. Founded way back in 2002, Senior Helpers has expanded to become a global brand with more than 350 franchise locations. As America's most trusted senior care brand, Senior Helpers makes it easy to stand out in your local market. As a franchise owner of Senior Helpers, you'll be able to enjoy the independence of owning your own business, grow your income in the lucrative senior care industry, benefit from a proven recession-resistant business model, receive unmatched one-on-one business coaching and training support, and build fulfilling relationships that allow you to make a positive impact in your community. Get in touch with us today to learn more about becoming a Senior Helpers franchise owner so you can create your better tomorrow. Hey everyone, I wanted to take a quick break from our podcast to tell you about our amazing friends at Entrepreneur. If you're looking to become a franchisee or simply learn more about business ownership, and guys, let's be honest, you're listening to the Franchising 101 podcast, so we know you have some interest in this. And I really encourage you to go to entrepreneur.com to check out all of their great content and resources. Seriously, Entrepreneur has everything, all the way from a bookstore to the best podcasts, webinars, and videos, plus information on upcoming events and the latest articles that seriously, they cover all aspects of franchising and business ownership. If you're having trouble deciding which franchise is right for you, start with Entrepreneur's renowned Franchise 500 ranking, which highlights the best franchises of 2022. For 45 years and counting now, Entrepreneur has been and continues to be the most widely recognized and respected authority in the franchise market. Digital and print subscriptions are available, so you never miss out on anything. So seriously, what are you waiting for? Go to entrepreneur.com right now and learn more. So that experience is more about what you have been good at, what you've enjoyed doing. As we build this out and we start talking to people and try to figure out what that day in the life is, I'm telling you, people don't talk about the industry. They talk about what they were doing every day, things they enjoyed, things they liked, things they did not, right? So it really just does not factor into play with this, right? So the other thing that comes up on an experience standpoint is the amount of years of experience. So if you are, oh my gosh, I'm this, 28-year-old hotshot, I am super smart, I'm rising the corporate ladder, I'm going to be the CEO someday. Maybe, but that's decades, right? There's going to be some gray hair. There's going to be no hair. There's going to be something by that time, right? And you can sit there and go, I'm going to apply for this, VP or C-level job. And I'm sitting here with 3 years of experience doing whatever it is that I'm doing in whatever industry it is. Like, again, that HR person's going to laugh at you, right? Oh, sweetie, that's adorable. You applied for the CEO job. Have you started shaving yet? Like, they don't. You're not going to have a chance in holy hell of getting that position. You don't have enough experience. But what if you want to become a franchise owner, right? Are the franchisors going to go, oh, sweetie, that's adorable? They're not. Well, there might be a couple, but for the most part, they are not going to do that. The number one thing the franchisor is looking for is, are you going to follow a plan? Number two, are you going to put forth the proper effort, right? So the person that is maybe, lighter on years of experience, that is like, I know I can do this. They usually have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, right? Give me the opportunity to prove this and I'm going to go kick everybody's ass, right? If that sounds like you, but you're not sure if this is the thing, I promise you it is. Because the franchisors are going to, one, give you the opportunity, right? As long as you're going to follow the plan, put forth the effort, we're going to help you find the thing that's the best fit, right? But they're going to train you. They're going to support you. Whether you are 28 or you are 58, when this is your first time owning a business, you may think you know like how to do this, but you are going to learn things about that franchisor support system and realize there are mechanisms there you didn't even know existed. You didn't even know you were going to need along the way to help you succeed. So they're going to look at you and go, this is somebody that is hungry. This is somebody that is driven to succeed, somebody that's going to really want to prove that they can do this, right? We talked about recently kind of that FSO, that figure stuff out, right? The kind of history of success. Well, if you are, a 50-year-old corporate executive, that's a long history. That's where that experience comes in, right? Have you been successful, right? What if you're 28, right? How many years of corporate success have you had? 5? Okay, well, but have you been successful? Maybe we even go back. We had somebody recently, it was literally 23 years old that started a franchise. What kind of success had he had coming into this, right? We've had a handful of people in their mid-20s here over the last year, really couple years. There's been so many more people with lacking the years of experience in the corporate world, but having that drive and dedication, right? Maybe it's even like, hey, how did you do in school, right? Athletes, I'm a little biased. Athletes make great franchise owners, right? There's that drive, determination. I'm going to follow the game plan, coach. Just put me in and give me an opportunity. Franchising gives you that possibility, right? So when you think about experience and think of it as a number one deterrent, please don't. The options are basically endless, and the franchisors don't care about what your industry background is or how many years of it you have. Are you going to follow the plan? Are you going to put forth the effort? Are you driven to succeed? You're going to figure stuff out, right? We're going to help figure out what the plan needs to look like. The trick is the fit, right? We're going to do that. So just understand the experience piece is not the years. It's not the industry. It's your history, your experience of success, right? It is going to be then your experience of what are you good at? What do you want to get your butt out of bed and go do every day? We're going to help you figure that out. And then frankly, it's on you, dude, right? Go figure this out, go make it happen and take your experience, right? From skills, talent, core values, level of success, drive, determination. That's what we need experience in. Now go do it for yourself. Take control of your life, which is why everybody's coming to us to do this in the first place, right? That's a little bit, kind of a little refresher on the experience from a industry perspective. But then I don't know that we've talked much about it from a age perspective or a number of years of experience, but it is really all there for you possible. This is this is an open blank canvas for you to find your thing to help you create your better tomorrow. Please reach out to us, right? FranCoach.net, send us a message. As we always tell you, there's never any fee for our service. Franchising101podcast.net. Follow us if you haven't already. I'm sure you already have. All over wherever you happen to be listening to our podcast. So thanks as always for tuning in. Reach out to us again. Like I promise, we'll be nice. We'll be gentle. We'll help you figure this out and help you create your better tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll talk to you next week.